finally, I'm gonna do volume 9 here. I know it's been a while and I forgot, but I'm doing it now. It's all good. But I am gonna start with the volume 7 because I missed one of Remele's bad roots apparently. So let's see if I can do that quickly here. All the way to volume 7. I think I remember which one it is too. I'm just gonna remember how to get, yeah, that one. Yeah. Bust down the door. This is the one I haven't done yet, so we'll do this quickly. A heist sounds risky enough without spending extra time trying to pickpocket some keys. You suggest that if this crime is going to happen tonight, it should happen now. No time like the present. Good point. Let's go break into a museum. You scoot casually across the street to the museum on the corner. After seeing the kind of looks your unusual appearance draws from passerbys, Remele takes some fabric from her bag and wraps it around your head. There, now people will probably just assume that you have horns. You're just embarrassed by them being tiny or malformed. Duck into that alcove shielding the museum's back door and wait for me. I'm gonna circle the block first, just so we seem less suspicious. As you wait for Remele by the door, the reality of this caper settles in. You'd been excited about the heist at first, because who wouldn't be excited by the opportunity to sneak around, steal some art, and stick it to the man, probably while a snazzy soundtrack is playing. But now you've realized that in heist movies, they always have blueprints for the place they're gonna rob, and you have no blueprints. It seems like a dire sign. Before you can get too swept up in your worries, Remele returns. Does she have any idea how to get into this place? Because the door looks pretty unbust-downable to you. Yeah, I've got some tricks up my sleeve. I've never done this before, but it'll probably work. She roots through her bag until she comes out with several paintbrushes of varying sizes, then crouches down and uses the skinniest one as a lockpick. It doesn't work, but then she selects a different paintbrush with different bristles and uses some of the bristles bunched together, and the lock clicks open. Ha! I'm great at this. Bet I could be an incredible thief if I decided to do that instead of art. Did you ever take the time to just sit back and acknowledge how great you are at everything you try and do and how much you trust yourself to never fuck up when it counts? You hope that the question is rhetorical because your honest answer is that no, you don't have a whole lot of experience acknowledging how great you are at everything you attempt. Did I mention she's a thief? Your mental acknowledgments lately have mostly been the opposite of that. Maybe it wasn't rhetorical because Remele stays crouched down like that for a second, looking at you like she wants an answer. When you eventually come up with an awkward shrug, she stands up and puts away her makeshift lockpick, dusting off her hands and opening the door. I guess not everyone can be at my confidence level. Anyway, let's go. You follow her inside. Much to your delight, you see that this museum has an infrared laser beam alarm system. I just immediately looked at that and was like, oh jeez. It looks so cool, just like in the movies, and you're back to being excited. Remele seems into it too, bouncing on the balls of her feet next to you. Interesting, very interesting. One of us is going to have to go through these beams to disable the alarm. The box to do it is across the room there, see? But these lasers are so close together. You can see the issue. Remele isn't that tall for a troll, but she might be too tall to maneuver through the beams. Even if she bends over, it's going to be tricky for her to squirm through them all without losing her balance and tripping the alarm. But the trolls that designed this alarm system didn't have your hornless ass in mind when they thought of potential intruders. You stoop over a bit to see if you fit, and sure enough, yes. You should be able to shimmy your way through these beams with minimum contortion. Fuck yeah, I knew I was right to being an accomplice. Great thinking, me. And great heist skills you, if you pull this off. You recall what she said about confidence and trusting yourself to not fuck things up, and assure her that you got this. You face the laser beams with your self-doubt shoved all the way down, where it hopefully won't screw anything up for you. You take a deep breath and crouch down and carefully, so carefully, inch your way forward between the wires. It's the slowest you've ever crossed a room in your life, and there are a couple of moments when you teeter and almost lose your balance. You can hear Remele hissing through her teeth behind you at tense moments, but you press on without looking back. And then you've done it. You reach the box to disable the alarm system, and you have no idea how you're going to do that. All the buttons are labeled in an alien alphabet. Crap. Oh, that's right, I forgot you can't read. Press the one that looks like a meat hook but with angry eyes, and then press the one that looks like a meat hook but it's got a Purby's claws. That should do it. That sounds bonkers to you, but you look back at the buttons, and her descriptions of the letters were actually pretty spot on. You press the angry eyes and the cat claws, and the whole alarm system makes a soft shuddering noise and clicks and shuts off. You are thrilled. You did it! Who knew that doing something right could give you such a rush? This is just like the part of that heist where the heroes had to sweat for a minute but then defeated the unforeseen wrench in their plan. You are certain that there couldn't possibly be any larger wrenches in your plan still to come. Remele crosses the room to join you, giving you an appraising look with her hands on her hips. Not bad, thanks for coming through for me like that. Now let's get what we came here for, the one work in particular that I'm here to get. You follow her through the different galleries, passing through sculpture rooms and oil paintings, until you reach a display of pieces that look inspired by pop culture. The paintings and prints in here remind you a lot of Remele's exhibit, and when you look at her, you can see that she's rigid, her eyes flashing in a passionate blue tint to her cheeks. I can't believe they called me the hack. Such bullshit. Whatever, it's cool. It doesn't actually bother me, but I just need to send the message that they don't want to fuck with me. This painting right here is a direct rip-off of one of my early works. Back when I was naive enough to put my art up for free without realizing it would just get copied and someone else would get all the credit and the profit. Well, I learned my lesson. I'll take this so they can't sell it, rip off their rip-off, make something even better, and turn it over for a truckload of cash. She grabs the painting, and just when the two of you are ready to heist roll out of there, you hear voices at the back door, and what sounds like a team of security guards coming in. They must have arrived to investigate the alarm system shutting down. You're ready to embrace your panic, but you stop hyperventilating when you feel Remele's vice-like clawed grip on your arm. Don't freak out. Follow my lead, and we can still get out of this. You assume that the whole heist is off now that the security has shown up, but to your surprise, Remele doesn't put the stolen painting back on the wall. She gives your arms one last reassuring squeeze before sauntering out of the room with her head held high, moseying with no hurry towards the front door. You follow her nonchalant lead as best as you can. When one of the security guards stops her, Remele gives him a condescending, slightly confused look. What are you even doing here? My assistant told me she informed all staff that I would be swinging by today to pick this up. Did you miss that memo? Give me a break. I'm sure it must be easy to miss things, right? Because as a security guard, you probably get so much important correspondence every day. Her 4 people somehow give her sneering eye roll extra sarcastic force. She yawns and with her free hand not holding the painting, flicks some non-existent dirt off her shirt. The security troll of burgundy blood, judging from the sign on his cop hat, looks uncertain and embarrassed. But I get it. I understand crossed wires. Since you're apparently too busy to do your job right, I'll catch you up to speed. I'm the artist behind this piece, and I've got a wealthy patron interested in commissioning something similar. I'm taking this as a reference in order to negotiate a better deal. There's absolutely no way these guys will buy your story. The two of you look so guilty, and your heads still have her yellow sash wrapped around your head. Probably looking like an idiot with a head injury. But Remele isn't even staring down the scar like it. Remele is staring down the scar like it hasn't even occurred to her that she might be questions. You've never seen someone double down so hard on a story that is such transparent bullshit. If you want to waste more of my time and yours by calling your superior to verify, go ahead. He might not be thrilled that this mix-up happened because you can't keep up with your emails, though. The security troll was already wavering, and at the mention of his emails, he cringes. His coworkers behind him shuffle around, muttering to each other. He steps back, horns lowered in embarrassment, and waves you and Remele through with a mumbled apology. You can't believe this is happening, but the two of you swagger out the street to the front door, legitimate as anything. You don't stop until you've turned the corner to the next block, and then Remele leans against a wall and laughs, holding her painting happily to her chest. Ha ha, suckers. Feels good to get away with things, doesn't it? It does feel good, you suppose. Mostly you think you're still reeling. How did she come up with a story like that on the fly? How did she guess correctly that the security guard wasn't some hyper-organized inbox zero kind of guy who'd never believed that he could have missed a message? Remele gives you an odd look and reaches forward to unwind her sash from around your head and stuff it in her bag. I just winged it, man. You overthink things. My guesses are usually right because I'm a creative genius, but if going after him for emails hadn't worked, meh. I guess we would have been arrested, and then I'd talk my way to that eventually, too. Wow, you find it hard to believe that she goes through life so easily, and with that kind of unshakable belief that she can improvise through anything. Doesn't she worry it'll catch up with her someday? You want the long answer? It's this. Nope, I super don't. And if you still don't get it, I don't know if it's the kind of thing you can really learn. She picks up the painting again, looking down the street and away from you. Well, that was a successful heist, and now that I've ruined the competition, I feel inspired. I'm going to take this home and paint. Wait, hang on. With the sinking feeling, you realize that she's getting ready to depart and that this friendship might be slipping through your fingers. Sorry, kid. You seem like you're not totally useless, at least, but I'm not one for long-term artistic collaboration. It's a lot easier to walk your own way out of tight spots when you're on your own. Peace. You watch her go and your shoulders sagging with disappointment. You guys stole from the museum together, escaped together, bamboozled the cops together. You should have bonded over your shared transgressions and culpability. Every crime movie you've ever seen has taught you that heists bring people closer together, but cultural differences? Game over. You don't always get what you want. Okay, so there's that one.